So we're halfway through the January sales and it's starting to get interesting. So as teams get their checkbooks out, looking to push for the title, get that European spot or stay away from relegation, let's take a look at today's interesting transfer stories. So after their tiff last week, Costa and Chelsea seem to have made up. He's returned to training and he's back and he's focused on winning the league for Chelsea.
恩德在末尾添加一个0，
Show me the money.
把钱拿出来。
Double it.
He put aside his feud with fitness coach Julio Tous with a nice little cuddle at training. I thought it was nice to get beyond it.
Word of warning though, Jim. Do you remember the last time the physio got a bit too touchy-feely with the Chelsea players?
Despite all the kissing and making up, imagine kissing Costa. The move to China still does look on, but only in the summer. So they're going to put it aside for now, concentrate on winning the league, and then he'll move to China in the summer. Antonio Conte has apparently identified who he wants to replace him already. It's going to be one of two guys, Alvaro Morata or Romelu Lukaku. Lukaku has got a lot of goals in the Premier League. Of course, he was a Chelsea player. Yep. Would he fit in? Would he be a good replacement for Costa?
I think he would fit. He'd be a good replacement. There's sort of similar levels and scoring returns and whatnot like that. But he's not the same player as Costa. He'd have to work a lot harder than he does for Everton. He's a better solution to the Costa problem than Morata, who isn't the most prolific. Who knows? But I think Lukaku seems the best fit.
Of course, Chelsea have got a £30 million striker sitting on the bench. Poor Batshuayi, he cannot get himself a game.
Madness.
What has this guy got to do to get noticed? Yaya has said no to a 440k per week deal from China. Despite widespread reports, no one seems to be specific in terms of a team in China, but that's not important.
Yeah, no, absolute joke, yeah. I know, I'm average at best. Yeah, 600k a week, I mean, you just go, don't you? Mad. Yeah. I don't know, I just said China. Bib was from China, so I've just come here, signed it. Hopefully there's a team about.
According to Touré's agent, Yaya wants to play at the highest level. He's happy at Man City and likes football more than money.
Well, of course he's going to say that. He's earned 250 grand a week for 2 years. He's in a position now where he can't spend all the money he has, but now he's got the dignity and self-respect to go, hold on, I would not move for the money. He's already rich beyond his wildest dreams. The offer is though, funnily enough, Jim, is on the table still. But just leave that there for you.
Leave that there. Let that just smell it in for a second. Yeah, drink it in. Let that marinate a little bit.
Change your mind for a couple of weeks time. Still there for you.
And Yaya, remember that? It's just there, chilling out. Guardiola, it's also reported that he's ready to rip up the squad because there's so many people over 30. 6 players over 30 in the game against Everton, the third oldest team in the Premier League. Oh, and by the way, apparently Bleacher Report have revealed that Man City also want William Carvalho, the midfielder from Sporting Lisbon, because Man City see the midfield as a worry. Yaya.
Still there, mate.
Think about it.
Still there.
It's there. Take it. Take the money.
So apparently Antoine Griezmann is on his way to Man Utd from Atletico Madrid. They've been chatting for months, and according to The Independent, transfer fees agreed, wages have been agreed, and even the squad number.
Whoa, rein it in a bit, Flav. Look, this might not happen. It looks easy. Everyone's saying, oh, this is happening. This transfer's definitely happening. It's happening. His brother likes Man United. He's best friends with Pogba. Whoa, there's a transfer ban.
Yeah, there is.
Atleti can't buy any players at the moment. They're looking to overturn it. Real Madrid have done it themselves.
But you're telling everyone out there like they don't know that. Everyone knows that.
Now they know it because I've told them that. So
no, wouldn't it be terrible though? Pogba and Griezmann on the same pitch. They're like best mates.
Dibbity dab dab, wibbity wop wop. Like,
what was that?
That's a double. The dab hotline bling.
Mate, can you imagine? It's just like, can you remind me how much money I've got? You were paying me again.
Yeah.
Pogba, bring round the birds for later, yeah? We're going to rail them up.
What does rail them up mean?
You know, you rail through them.
Another signing that looks like Man United are going to make is Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who I know is already there, but it looks like he might stay for 2 more years. He's got an option for another year that Mourinho wants to take, and he wants to offer him another year on top of that. So that's a bit of a can of worms, because if you get Griezmann and Ibrahimovic, they're both going to be playing. Who's going to make way? Someone's got to. Let us know in the comments below.
Fuck is that?
It's the Sanchez meltdown. No.
Oh,
It's all right.
it's going off all the time.
Yeah, I know. It goes off when he has a little meltdown.
It's doing my pickling.
Yeah, I think there probably wasn't any little fried eggs in the Haribo this morning. He does it every day. It's all right. I'll go off in a second.
Grow up. So Alexis Sanchez has been subject to a bid apparently from Juve. They've offered Arsenal Pjanic as a way of saying, you know, here's a player, we want to take your good player, here's the one that's shitter, but you know, still is a footballer for you. And obviously this comes on the back of his little bit of a meltdown again against Swansea, you know, a couple of weeks after Bournemouth meltdown as well.
So that swap deal, it's not going to work. 2 reasons. One, if you've got a prime stake in Sanchez, you're not going to go, Juventus essentially going, here's a hamburger.
Bit of bacon.
Yeah, it's a bit of like, what's that stuff you eat?
He's a good player.
He's a corn sausage.
Good player.
That, for a start, is not a good deal for them. Secondly, there's no money in it for agents.
In the end, it was just like a swap deal. I'm like, swap deal? Like there was no money exchange, or it was just like an out-and-out swap deal.
Have you seen that Arsenal have put in front of the camera on their YouTube channel and forced him?
Yeah, I'm sure he's happy to do that.
Yeah, go and tell the fans that you're happy to be here. Tell the fans that you're going to deliver a league title. It's pathetic. The problem is, though, with Arsenal, they've got to convince him to either sign a new contract or they've got to sell him, because the longer this goes on, the lesser bargaining power they're going to have when eventually they have to choose.
What I'm slightly hoping for is that this gets really, really exciting in the last few days of the transfer window. And it could, because you're right, if Sanchez and Ozil don't sign and it gets to that last week, something could happen.
If Sanchez goes, Ozil goes.
And finally, Big Sam is doing what he does best, wheeling and dealing. He's made 8 bids already this transfer window. He's waiting to hear back from a few, but 2 of which are Christopher Samba and Patrice Evra. Patrice Evra is 35 years old. He's only played for teams who've been right at the top of the table, winning leagues. And Christopher Samba, as a QPR fan, Sam, don't do it. It's madness. It's crazy, but he's looking to make a change and make it quickly.
He's also linked with Jenkinson and Sacco as well. And, you know, Sacco's attitude probably is a little bit in question after the Liverpool debacle.
How long do you think you can live here?
Oh, actually, I don't have to think about it. You should think about it. We are here because we want to leave Mama here.
Evra is a 35-year-old in the twilight of his career, someone you want in a dogfight, relegation dogfight. I know these are cliches. Samba's been down before.
But that's not a cliche, you're right. Jose Basingwa, Ji-Sung Park, good players in their day, but when they came and had to do that scrap with QPR, didn't work out. Samba definitely didn't work out. He's been at Panathinaikos. That's a big jump to the Premier League. I think that's a crazy thing. It's a massive risk to be making many changes. He wants to have a whole new back four. The stats do back it up a little bit though. Of the 30 teams that are in the bottom 3, I know Crystal Palace aren't, but of the 30 teams that are in the bottom 3 at the start of January, 15 have survived, 15 haven't. Of those 15, 10 of those spent more than 4 million. So the guys who spend money in January that are down the bottom, they generally get out of the mess.
And they've got the right manager as well, to be fair. Sam Allardyce probably will keep them up. But I'm just fantasising about Rose and Walker going up against Jenkinson and Evra. What a day that will be.
Okay, so that's it for this week. Let us know what you thought about all the transfers we've chatted about, and of course the situation with the Chinese Super League as well. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. And more importantly, subscribe to Ball Street.
Subscribe.